You are on stage, you tell a joke, you say something humorous, you are hoping that it will connect with the audience, but it falls flat. The audience does not smile, nothing. Your ego takes a hit, your confidence is battered, is affected, and that could crush you. How can you be rock-like when you're on stage, unshakable, even if something does not go as you have planned? Now, I know it sounds crazy when I say that many times when you try to be funny on stage and it does not sail through, does not cut through, that it's your fault. Some people will feel, oh no, it's not necessarily your fault. Sometimes it's just the audience. I agree with you. It might just be the audience. But how about if you can take those moments of unexpected happenings and turn them around and be rock-like on stage? By the way, if you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Stallone-Obaraemi Samuel, and I'm a public speaker, a certified leadership coach, a facilitator, and a trainer. For 20 years, I've had the privilege of helping business leaders to grow their businesses through better and effective communication. So what is that strategy that I believe can help you to become rock-like even when your speech does not go as planned? It is what I call the ownership power. Change, anything you do in life, change begins with when you say, it's my fault. I take ownership. That's where it begins. It is so powerful the way your mind turns around when you say, yeah, it's my fault. What do we need to do? What do I need to do to take it forward? So I'm going to share with you 3 steps that I have found to be unbeatable in this case that will help you to be rock-like. And I'm going to share these secrets with you to help you to protect your ego and so that you stay unshakable when your stories do not land the way that you would have loved them to land. Again, before the end of this video, I'll show you how you can become more influential in your space and gain more authority. So what's the first secret? Secret number 1, take ownership. The idea here is that you remember that the only part you can control is what and how you present. That's the only part you can control. You can adjust what you present or choose to present in a certain way or in a different way depending on the audience that you meet. And you can learn from whatever happens here, take ownership of what has happened, and when you meet another audience, apply what you have learned. You first of all, take ownership. When you are on stage and something does not happen as you plan, and you say, well, this is a learning curve for me, I take ownership. It changes the way you behave while you're on stage. This is important because blaming your audience will not help you over time because you cannot change the audience. You cannot control the way people respond to what you say. You must recognize that you must recognize what you can control and what you cannot and move forward from that point, and so that you do not dwell on your negative or not too palatable experiences. Well, the second secret is that you always review your speeches later. The main thing to understand here, you must take home here, is that there are times when even the best speakers are unable to connect with their audience. Your sense of humor may not work with the collective sense of humor of the audience that you are speaking to at that moment, or for some reason beyond your control, your speech does not resonate. Don't beat yourself up. Really, don't beat yourself up. It doesn't make sense beating yourself up. What this means, or why this is important, is because once your speech is complete and you have time to now go through and review the speech, you can revise your stories, your anecdotes, your endings that you use and determine whether they work for some audiences or for all audiences, for what audiences they work for, and the ones that they do not work for. And that is growth. I love the way John Maxwell puts it, that growth begins outside your comfort zone. And so when things like that happen and make you uncomfortable, even the most experienced speakers get uncomfortable. And I'm not making this up. I have watched experienced speakers on YouTube, and that particular speech just did not connect with me. It didn't move me. But these are world-class speakers. It doesn't mean they're bad, it just didn't connect. So don't beat yourself up. And I know it happens. I've given speeches and it didn't connect with some people. It happens to everybody. But we take the learnings, we take the lessons, and we grow from there. That's what you do. The third secret, keep your perspective. That's a third secret. Keep your perspective. The main thing to understand here is that an unexpected audience response to a joke does not mean your presentation failed. Now, silence can stem from a myriad of factors, so many factors. So keep going and telling stories. Don't stop telling stories, because you can plan that your stories will connect in a particular way and they may not connect in a particular way. So what you do is you take what has happened and evaluate. And I would recommend that you have an accountability partner. This is really important for senior executives. Many times when you're at a senior level, some people tend to think you already know everything. And it can be lonely because you are not, if you don't have a strong network around you, you wouldn't have people that would give you feedback. So make it a priority, be intentional about having a strong network around you and people that can actually give you feedback as to the strength of your speech. This is important because, for speeches that are aimed at humor or making people laugh, preparation is key. It's not easy to get people to laugh in this time. Honestly, craft your stories, practice the delivery, and include more content that is needed to maximize your chances of success. Always have a reserved story or ending or anecdote. I cannot say this enough. It's important so that you can always put it out when things go south. So, if you want to increase your confidence on stage when you tell stories and jokes, like I said, start preparing alternate stories. If one fails, you pull the other one out, boom, that covers up for you. Do not dwell on whatever doesn't go well on stage because it takes energy from you. It really just saps energy from you. And you might dwelling on that while on stage will then propel you inadvertently to ruin your speech if you're not careful. So it's good practice to review your speeches after delivery so that you know what worked well and what did not work well. And if you do have a personal assistant or you do have someone that you can ask people to document your performance on video so that you can review your speech later. Now, if you want to increase your authority as a business owner, as a senior executive, and to grow your business, check the description below. And I have put some resources that can help you to achieve this. Before I go, can I ask your permission to kindly like this video or share the video with your friend and somebody within your network that you think can benefit from this? And please, if you're so moved, subscribe to this channel because we need your help to grow the channel. Thank you very much.